Is there a way to chart a patient's progress with the touch of a finger? Is there also a way where I can see and update all these pieces of equipment with that same touch of a finger? And is there a way that as I do the patient care report, it updates the hospital automatically? I'm Chris Montera, and this is the Innovation Zone.
Since the early 90s when the Palm came out, I was always wondering, is there something I could put in my hand and try and figure out how to do patient care records and on-scene management? Well, with the revolution of the iPad, we have something today that we can really show you that is amazing and years beyond its time. It's called the Command by Mobius eXchange. The really neat thing about it is you can, with the push of a button, using your finger, you don't need to find a stylus or something like that. Using your finger, you can log into the screen. Log in, and it's completely secured, and I put in my password and I go right to this command screen. I go right in there, I can see all my units, find out where they're at, and I can actually log into a unit myself. If I'm engine 7 today or I'm medic 23, I can actually log into that medic with my partner, and then we're on that medic unit for the whole day. The really cool thing about this is that it has the ability to follow you with GPS and with cell phone tracking throughout the towers. And it uses Google Maps to do all of that. So if you see an incident on your screen, just like an MDT in your vehicle, you can actually keep this in your hand if you're at the hospital or whatever and see the upcoming incidents that are going on. The really cool thing for an incident commander or a battalion chief or a supervisor on an ambulance is that you can also see where all of your other units are at the same time and what their status is. So as we go through this, I'm just going to log in and look at all of the incidents that are currently going on in my county. So as I see the units, or as I see all the incidents, I can actually select an incident, choose it, and then it will not only give me the fastest route there for me, but it will also see if there's other units in the area that need to go there as well. So once I'm on scene, let's say I arrive at the scene, well, I can actually start doing patient care and patient charting right there. And as I'm doing it, it's real time and it's getting updated. So the really neat feature about this is that you can actually use what looks like a speedometer on the screen to chart your vital signs. And it's very quick and easy. You basically just touch the screen and it automatically adds in the vital sign. So right here I have the pulse. I just hit it, set it, and I can also tell if it's strong, regular, and then set the pulse rate. And I can actually add in the crew name that took it, or just leave it blank and I can fill that in later. Blood pressure, same way. I just click on it once, it chooses the systolic, I click on it twice, it chooses the diastolic, and I hit set, done. It also has a palp button, so you can, if you're taking it by palp, you just hit the very first one, hit by palp, and you're done. The other neat feature about it is that it's like one big long chart. Just like we're very used to in the days of using a long piece of paper that we used to chart on, it's exactly the same way. It gives you that same look and feel of using a piece of paper that I loved back when I was writing on paper years ago. The other neat feature is you can actually go right in there and start typing what you want to give or what the patient's medication is, and it will start to try and auto-select that and narrow down the list. So as soon as I hit D, I find dopamine and I'm there. And I just click that, choose the amount, and we're done. Another really great feature of the Mobius command is that I can manage incidents and manage large-scale incidents, but I can also manage small MCIs. An MCI doesn't always have to be 20 or 30 patients. It can be as simple as 5 patients in a car accident that you need to make sure that incoming units know where they're going and what patient they're going to be dealing with. Now, the last really awesome feature of this is that not only is this updating the incoming units, but now the hospitals that you've now assigned those patients to on a large-scale incident are getting updated immediately as well. So they're getting updated that they now know that one of the immediate patients and one of the delayed patients is coming in, and all of the vital signs, all of the treatment records are coming across, and they're able to see that come up on their screen as well. And it's all web-based, so that all they have to do is log in, have it up and running, and they'll be able to see all the patients coming into them. And the very cool feature, all this data exchange, whether it's between the ambulance, the fire truck, the hospital, or back at the station, happens via the 3G cloud. The Command by Mobius eXchange is an iPad app worthy of checking out. I'm Chris Montera. Thanks for watching.